Shalom, shalom, friends. It's so good to be with you once again. And here we are on a Tuesday. And you may be listening to this on a different day of the week if you're listening on the podcast or on YouTube. But we're here on Tuesday, and I wanted to tell you that I'm very fortunate. I get to go to a lot of events, family events, life cycle events. As a matter of fact, it's a very big part of what I do as a rabbi is to be a part of bar mitzvahs and weddings and sadly funerals too, and all other sorts of life cycle events, births, counting as well. And the one thing I can tell you from attending hundreds and hundreds of events is that the more important than whatever it is, whatever the occasion is that brings people together, is the fact that we are bringing people together. In many ways, I think our life cycle events are really just excuses to bring people together. Because we need in life a time, an excuse, a reason to be together with other people. Otherwise, life goes by quickly. And of course, I'm thinking also right now about Thanksgiving and this time of the year when many families and friends get together. And it's a beautiful thing because we have this day that we arbitrarily picked out of the calendar, and we said it's in November, and we're going to call it Thanksgiving, but it's just a day like every other day. But on that day, people come together, they have a meal together, they get together, they are together. And it's so interesting, family. The idea of a family unit is a very interesting thing. What brings family together? Some might think that families are connected because of a shared DNA or a shared ancestry. But family does not have to be people who are biologically related to you. I see many, many people who have family who are not biologically related, but who are friends and who are deep, more than just friends. They are maybe even more than family members can be with one another. They are so close that they and care so much about each other that they are truly part of a close, important social circle. These events, these life cycle events, or whatever it is, or holidays, they're an excuse for people to gather together. We're built in such a way that we need other people. Sometimes I think to myself that our whole the whole business of faith and religion, a big part of it is the excuse to be together, the excuse to come together. Someone asked me not too long ago, what did I think was more important, the service or the kaddish, the lunch after the service? And I didn't take a second to respond. I responded right away. I said, what's more important is the lunch. What's more important is the kaddish. What's more important is the opportunity, not the food that we eat. That's really not important at all. Not the quantity of food that we eat. That's not important at all. The fact that we have space for people to socialize together, to talk together, to be with one another, to build an extended family with one another. But families are not easy. Families, by definition, can also be hard. There can be people in our family, whether chosen or biological, who are difficult to be around. And yet, the idea of family compels us to somehow find a way to accept and forgive and tolerate, if necessary, these folks in our chosen or biological family. It's just the way it is. Our family cannot always be just who we want them to be. Sometimes they're people who are uncomfortable for us to be with. But nevertheless, our family is there to support us, there to help us, there to provide us a kind of the kind of medicine that only social contact can provide. It's probably why I dedicated my life to synagogue life, because I have been able to witness firsthand how people help people, how people make a difference in other people's lives, and how having a good reason to come together to be with other folks can make all the difference in the world. Let's celebrate our families on Thanksgiving. Let's celebrate our chosen friends on Thanksgiving. Let's celebrate the connections of people we don't even know on Thanksgiving. And here's to continuing to celebrate. We're going to conclude today with our Mourner's Kaddish, as we do every week. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabam, b'yalma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, b'hagala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabam v'varach le'olam le'amei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudisha barichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim alenu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Aseh shalom b'imramav, hu yaseh shalom. Alenu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Wishing you a wonderful few days ahead.